Welcome back to another episode of this vlog. In this vlog, you'll get to see the National Mental Health Conference that we were planning and executed in partnership with Taraji P. Henson and her Boris Henson Foundation. So in the previous episodes of the vlog, you might have seen when I was talking about there were some proposals that were on my desk that I really couldn't talk about. That was one of them. You also might have saw when I was on the phone and I was talking to Jan from the Black Mental Health Alliance about a deal that finally got finalized. Hello, Jan.
How are you?
So Jan,
Okay.
I just got off the call with you know who.
Right.
The deal is done. But before I keep going forward about the conference, I think it'd only be appropriate if I give you some framework and understanding about how it came about. Previous years, BTST has done its own mental health conference, and it's typically been for our staff and for a few agencies that we invited just to come in to take part of the material that we were offering. Also, the Black Mental Health Alliance had also been doing the conference yearly, and last year I got to attend, and I was so blown away about the presenters and everything that they were doing at their conference. I told Jan immediately on the spot that BTST was going to partner with them this year to do a conference, and we were going to blow it out the water. So our medical director, Dr. Boyer, is very good friends with Taraji P. Henson's mom. And Dr. Boyer never likes to use her personal relationships for business advancement, which I agree and I understand. However, we did persuade her to just start the conversation to see if we could have a meeting or some further conversation with Taraji P. Henson about what she was planning to do with her Boris Henson Foundation. So me and my team, we got together and we developed, what started off as a general letter that built out into a entire proposal of ideas that we would like to pitch to Taraji P. Henson about the potential partnership. They have the ambition to do a conference coming up. And I know in talking with Jan before that she wanted to do a conference and she kind of wanted to see if they could get Taraji to be awarded at the conference we were going to do together. But I really think that there may be an opportunity for us to potentially partner together to do the conference, you know what I'm saying?
Synergy, huh?
Yeah, instead of like us doing our own thing, they're doing their own thing. You know, you could be a movement by yourself, but you could be a force together. If you can, take some of these ideas and develop like a message about who BTST is, all that other stuff, and I would say a letter, but at this point, let's just draft a proposal about what it is that we would like to do, and then we can send it to them, have them review it, and then maybe hop on the call to kind of see where that goes.
So what we'll do,
there.
we'll just line up those thoughts we talked about, and then we can add in all of our links of the things that we've done, like the Charlemagne's and the Hayden Hers.
Yes, but the only thing about it though is that I want to have this completed like tomorrow. So like if you can, no seriously. So like if you can lock in tonight to hammer out these things, I really want while the iron's hot and while we got their attention that we could get this over to them. So
all right, I'll get it to you by 7 a.m. tomorrow. Yep, good.
What's going on?
How you?
Chill. So was you able to finish the proposal yet?
Yeah, I got it for you printed up, and I went to the 24-hour spot last night to get it printed and binded and all that.
Cool. After being put in contact with Tracy, who is the executive director of the Boris Henson Foundation, we were able to just talk for hours about the possibilities of doing some great work in the community. And one thing that she shared was that they were having a mental health conference coming up in June. But I really wanted us to be an integral role in developing the content of this conference, furthering the idea, and just being a full-on partner. I don't know if everybody knows, but we wrote them a comprehensive proposal that served as us doing like we did with Charlemagne, with Taraji, us partnering together on a conference, us doing something else, and then us providing services. And then we condensed it. We basically didn't have any communication with them, and we decided instead of us talking to you and then you tell us what your needs are, we're going to do our own due diligence and figure out what it is that you do and how we can, what a relationship could look like that you might not even think about. We'll think about it for you,
and you let us know out of 10 things, I'm over exaggerating, but out of 5 things, which ones, hopefully there's one that there's some synergy on.
Now that the partnership was in place, it was time to get to work. The way that we felt that would be best to get a lot of stuff accomplished if we would delegate responsibilities. So our goal was that we wanted to use our influence in this DMV area to develop marketing materials that would get a lot of these individuals and these mental health practitioners and people just in general that was curious and inspired to be a part of something related to mental health out. What's up? We're here at Radio 1, about to go on 1010 to talk to my guy Larry Young to talk about the mental health conference that we're doing with Taraji P. Henson. Can we talk? June 7th, 8th, and 9th. We got a lot of press that we've been doing. The other day I was on the news, forgot to bring the camera with me, but it's all good. And now today we're doing some radio, and Larry Young is the man. He's the heartbeat of the community. He's the voice of the community. So I'm excited about this. So stick around and watch us do our thing. But the thing that we're here to talk about today that I know that you're excited about is our conference that we're doing, the National Mental Health Conference that we've partnered with Taraji P. Henson, the one and only Taraji P. Henson, and her foundation, which is called the Boris Henson Foundation. We have the author of Post-Traumatic Slave Syndrome that's going to be there in person presenting a 3-hour ethics training on that topic. We have topics that go from the criminal justice system and recidivism as it relates to mental health. We have topics as it relates to school and mental health, the opioid addiction and mental health.
I'm going to be doing a special edition of my show. I'm going to put it off until the early fall.
Okay.
And then I'll make sure we get the two of you involved and make sure it's done right. 3.5 hours, morning talk show on the issue of just mental health.
One of the other tasks that we wanted to do was to take this idea of this clothing that we had, which is called I'm Not Crazy. And it's about breaking the stigma related to mental health by redefining the way that we view the word crazy. So, being that we have this National Mental Health Conference that BTST is going to have an exhibitor table there for, we wanted to make sure that we use this opportunity to display some of our gear. So we had numerous meetings with our team where we were discussing the designs and just the color samples and everything that we wanted to use to bring about this I'm Not Crazy gear. I think that was cool and I think it looks crazy. However, I want us to go with like a different font. Like I like this one now. So where we have I'm Not Crazy with the C backwards.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of like how we can like just change the font package to show like the play on the word crazy. So it's not saying exactly crazy because it's spelled wrong kind of, but it makes you, when you see it, you know that it's crazy, you know what I'm saying? And I really like these. So if we could do the shirts kind of like this as well, where we have like I'm not crazy right here, but then maybe put like crazy like big on the back, like right here.
Okay.
So if you're walking from behind, you just see this thing that says crazy, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And then it says I'm not crazy, like really small right there. And what I did was I drafted up these cards. I asked Sharita to help me come up with this message, and she was able to get them printed. So we have this message that really like talks about like breaking the stick, what the I'm Not Crazy is about, because I don't want people just wearing stuff that says crazy and not really feel inspired by it.
Right.
Plus I feel like they would be more inclined to support if they know like that this is about breaking the stigma and that funds that we raise will go to providing and educating mental health education and further initiatives.
It's like you're creating a movement.
Yeah, so if we can, when people like purchase, they get this and they kind of like get that, that'd be great. And then we have the shirts, so.
This is dope.
If you can work on just like some color combos, I'm thinking white and black. And I think it has to be something crazy, like I keep saying crazy, but we're saying I'm not crazy, but we need to go with a wild color that kind of plays on like that crazy feel. With Taraji P. Henson, they only do it big. And so Tracy was telling me at one of our initial meetings that she was going to do this conference at this place called the Museum. So the gala was going to be at the Museum, and then the 2-day conference was going to be at the Grand Hyatt Hotel. another one of our roles for BTST being a partner was that we were responsible for hosting what is called the You Got This Lounge. And the You Got This Lounge is basically when celebrities and people just in the mental health space that were very influential or doing great work come off the red carpet for the VIP meet and greet, they would come into this lounge that we had set up, that we would design and stage to have like a therapy feel, but to be a very relaxing but upscale decor. They would come in there and we would interview them to talk about the significance of mental health, how they got involved, while they're here at the conference, what is the relationship, where is their perspective, just relating to mental health in general. Morning of the gala, which was that Friday, I was invited to go to Capitol Hill with Taraji P. Henson and her team to discuss with Congress the need for more help as it relates to mental health and the epidemic that our communities are facing. Returning from Capitol Hill and getting back to the hotel, I was able to see that a lot of people were starting to crowd the place and prepare to check in for the conference. So I was checking around at the registration tables, just going around seeing where I could be helpful. And while I was at the hotel, I was able to run into my girl Spirit from Atlanta. So we're here, it is, let me see, hold on. We're here, it's 2:56. I gotta go up and review my questions with Jada for the You Got This Lounge. We just came from over there checking it out. Place looks phenomenal. I'm here with my sister Spirit. We're gonna go on her Facebook Live. She does, what is it called again?
It's called Free Advice Friday.
Free Advice Friday. So we're gonna do that. And then we'll go upstairs and I gotta get dressed and then we gotta get over there. So it's gonna be a busy day, so stick around. Make sure you go follow Spirit too. Talk to Spirit on all social platforms.
What Chris said, you cannot pour from an empty cup. And it's not your job to have to hold it all together, okay? So first and foremost, we have to make sure that you're taking care of your own mental health and wellness, because if you're full of depression, if you're full of anxiety, how are you parenting effectively? And what are you passing on to your children?
Transfer off.
That's right, that's right.
Even in person, and if you decide to have more, even potentially in utero, they can feel that pressure and it stems over to their diagnosis.
We get into the whole, what is it called, epigenetics?
Epigenetics, yeah.
Yes, okay, so we have to.
You probably wanted to see the rest. You probably wanted to see the benefit dinner. You wanted to see the gala. You wanted to see the You Got This Lounge. You wanted to see the conference. You probably want to see me even speaking. Wasn't that impressive, but you probably want to see a lot of that different content. But it was just too much for us to get into this one episode. So please make sure that you're ready next Thursday when we drop part 2 of this vlog, where you'll get to see all of that content. You'll get to see 2 days of action, all the different presenters that we had, Layla Hathaway, everybody that was in great attendance and performing between the gala and the actual conference. So I look forward to you coming back to check this out. As always, make sure you subscribe, make sure you hit that like button and share the word about the great work that we're doing. So Spirit is the first one. I haven't even worn it yet. I have not even tried it on yet. She has the new BTST merch.
But in a different form. Hello.
The urban Vanna White.
Yes.
She has the I'm Not Crazy gear,
Yes.
which will be carried in local stores in Maryland very soon. It's about breaking the stigma related to mental health, redefining what we call crazy, the way it looks, changing the narrative about it. So that's why you see crazy written backwards and just has the letters mixed up. So I was going to throw this one on Saturday. I'm going to throw it on, but let's Spirit get to it first. So, and she probably makes it look a lot better than me anyway. So.
No. You clean, bro. You clean.